if we were to look at this, we're really looking at, this is really like financial education 101, but it's not. It's really like financial education like 501, like master's level. So we got two objectives, right? Everybody has two objectives. Somebody shout them out for me.
Current and future lifestyle.
Current and future lifestyle. There you go. TJ got it. So everybody has two objectives. They want to live for right now, and they want to be able to live later on. But right now, they got to take care of their current lifestyle. Right now, currently. And that's paid for by what? How's your current lifestyle paid for? Somebody shout it out. Or TJ.
The job you have.
Right, but what is that called? Yep. Start with an L.
Labor.
Labor. There you go. So your current lifestyle is paid for by your labor, right? Laboring, what are you doing? Even if you're typing on a computer, that's laboring. Don't always have to be like carrying bricks, right? So your current lifestyle is paid for by your labor, by your job. Absolutely, right? Now your future lifestyle, and so your current lifestyle takes care of your clothes, food, clothing, shelter, right? Healthcare, vacations, all of those things currently. But everybody's second objective, once they finish laboring at some point in time, we all want to stop laboring. We all want to stop working. And so then, therefore, at some point in time, now we got to think about our future lifestyle, right? What's going to happen after we stop working? What's going to happen later? So our future lifestyle is paid for by what?
Investments.
Our investments. There you go. Right. Our future lifestyle is paid for by our investments. But now there's 4 challenges that's stopping us from getting from objective 1 to objective 2. And so what's one of those 4 challenges?
Business.
Big business and lack of financial education.
Yep. That's one. Big business, lack of financial education. They get you every month. They got something for you to contribute to, right? What's another one?
Taxes.
Taxes, absolutely. Taxes. Now, taxes take how much of your income?
30%.
30%.
A third, right? Taxes will take a third off top, right? A third of your income off top, right? So we got big business, we got taxes. What else?
Oh.
We see it at the gas pump. We see it in the potato chips.
The change of costs. I get
Starts with an I. It's the rise of the cost of goods and services going up higher than the cost of living.
Inflation.
Inflation. There you go. There you go. So inflation, the cost of goods and services going up higher than the cost of living, right? So bag of chips, remember when I was growing up, they was 25 cents, right, for a regular bag. And then they went like 2 for $1, smaller bags, right? But they gave you less and they charged you more. Now it's like 4 for $1. Or now they may not even sell 4 for $1, right? So inflation, right? You can't take that same dollar and go to the store and buy the same things that you could 30 years ago. That's inflation. So we got big business, we got taxes, we got inflation. What's the other one? Taxes cause what? Taxes cause people to go into, start with a D. Come on, y'all know it. Don't overthink it. Start with a D. Starts with a D.
Debt.
All right. So what are the 4 challenges that's stopping people from getting to those 2 objectives, or really to the second objective? Because everybody really can take care of the first one by just getting a job, right? Everybody does that. People have issues getting to the second objective. So what are the 4 challenges stopping us from getting to the second objective? Tell
Big
them.
business, inflation.
Big business. We got big business. We got inflation. Hold on. Somebody else give me one. We got big business. We got inflation.
Taxes.
We got taxes. We got big business. We got inflation.
Debt.
We got taxes. What's the last one, TJ? Debt. Big business, taxes, inflation, debt, right? And so inflation, we call that the silent income killer because we don't even hear or see that. If y'all paying attention over the last month, you'll notice that the gas price is going up. That's inflation, right? Because none of us that have a job can go to our boss and say, gas went up 50 cents. I need a 50 cent raise. They're going to be like, no, right? So inflation gets us 1. Then 2, taxes. Taxes take a third of our income, right? Taxes are the reason why most people start on this hamster wheel and never being able to get ahead, right? And then taxes cause debt. Because if it's taking 30% of your income, now you got to borrow the other 30% to get back to the income that you think that you're making. And then lastly is big business, right? We went through every month, they got something for you to buy. When you look at commercials, always getting you to buy something. As TJ said, they already got like stuff set up for, St. Patrick's Day and beyond, Easter and all of that, right? So and then Mother's Day is coming. And that's in May, right? It's not even March. So big business. Now, what are the 3 solutions to get over those 4 challenges? What's the 3
Positive
solutions?
cash flow.
Positive cash flow. There you go. TJ was paying attention. I love that. Right?
Business income.
Positive cash flow. Hold on. We're gonna stop
My
there.
bad.
So what's the difference? Somebody tell me what's the difference between income and cash flow?
You may have that's amount of income coming in, but you may have more days than you're using the money for.
So income is based on what? And so income is based on what?
Dollars.
Spending and
Dollars. Income is based on dollars. Cash flow is based on
Time.
time. I want y'all to understand that. Income, and that's what Ashton said. I just dumbed it down. Well, I didn't dumb it down. I just simplified it. I don't want to say dumb it down. I simplified it, right? So income is measured in dollars, right? How much is somebody bringing in? That's measured in dollars. Cash flow is how much time can that money buy them, right? So cash flow is measured in time. So the first solution is to have positive cash flow, right? To be able to have more month than money, right? Now, when you got positive cash flow, right now, if you got positive cash flow, guess what? Now you're able to invest, right? Now you're able to put some money into something so that now it can grow for you, all right? Then the second way in which the second solution to be able to overcome those challenges, right? And so how does positive cash flow help? Because now positive cash flow, right now, you have more money than inflation is able to tackle you, right? You understand big business. So right now you're able to say, oh, I ain't gonna do that, save some of my money, positive cash flow, right? And so the second thing, TJ, what'd you say? What's the second way?
Business income.
Business income. Business income. You got to understand that we got 2 different, and I broke it down some time ago, right? Where you got W-2 and you got 1099, right? So when people that have a business are taxed at a lower percentage rate, right? It's not saying that they get taxed less. It winds up they get taxed. Majority of times they get taxed less or they pay less in taxes percentage-wise. Because let's say, right, like Michael Jordan still has to pay taxes. But Michael Jordan, let's say Michael Jordan's 30% of 1 million is much bigger than somebody's 30% of 1,000, right? But because Michael Jordan has a business, it puts him at a different tax bracket, right? So it's like this, right? So it's 28 to 32% if you got a W-2, right? It's anywhere between 24 and 16%. I got to check the new numbers, right? If you got a 1099. And then investors get taxed less than, so it's 15% or less. So I'm gonna break this down without kind of confusing y'all on it. So people that have jobs, W-2s get taxed between 28 and 32%. People that have businesses get taxed somewhere between like 16 and 24%. Right? And then people that invest their money, like Warren Buffett or like even Michael Jordan, whatever, right? To where your money is making money. And investments don't always have to be in the stock market, right? For those people that may be confused on that. Because again, if you got a savings account, you're an investor, because anytime that they're paying you interest, that means that it's a loan attached. And so interest is investment, right? Because now that money is earning some money. Okay. So if you had, let's say just simple thing. If I made $100,000 a year on a job, they'll tax me about 30,000. So I make 70. If I have a business and I make 100,000, right? And let's just say on the even end, to make it even, right, they charge me 20%, right, instead of 30. So 20%. So now I got to pay 20,000. Well, having a business already has saved me 10,000 from just having a job, making the same amount. Now, let's say I had a home and I bought a home at $100,000. Then I sold that home for $200,000. But when I sold it, that $100,000 that I made from an investment, right? I put one amount in and I got a different amount. That's an investment. I made 100,000. They only tax me 15% on this, because this is called capital gains. If y'all have ever heard the term capital gains, this is called capital gains. So the same 100,000, right? I want y'all to see how the money game works. I want y'all to watch this. Same 100,000. I gotta pay 30,000. I gotta pay 20,000. I gotta pay 15. But the issue is most people can't take their money from here and get over here because they're getting hit by these four things in the middle. And so really having that business income in the middle helps you erase this, because now even though you have a job, your business trumps this, no pun intended. But your business percentage, now that you have a business, even again, TJ, let's say TJ sells do-rags, but if he does it right, has his paperwork right, well now, so let's say it costs him $100 to $150 to open up his LLC, right? Even if he just want to do it just as sole proprietor, he can do that free, right? And I'm gonna show y'all how to do that once the quarter ends. For everybody that's ready, right? I'm gonna show y'all how to get your business name, and even if you do business or not, but to where you can have that business name, right? And have it all ready. But now that same amount, you're getting taxed less. But now if I had that same amount, right, I put in an investment, I'm taxed less. So the game is to be over here. The people that's getting dough is over here, because they're, right, putting their money, investing it into a business, right? It's all different forms of investments, right? Again, I am no financial advisor, nor do I pretend to be or play one on TV, right? I am a financial educator, right? And I've been educated. I've been taught these things by millionaires, right? And people that look like us, just got it from the mud, right? And I'm gonna start having them come on and talk to y'all. I think we're gonna do a new segment called like Millionaire Mondays, and I'm gonna start having some of my buddies, pop in, some of my, mentors, coaches to pop in and just talk to y'all, right? That look like us, and look same age as me or your parents, whatever, and like millionaires. So, but to be able to give you this game. So the game is to get over here. Most people can't get over here because they're lacking this and they don't even know it. And it could be as simple as going to the website, doing something. Now, with a business and the law, business, you have to have an intent to make a profit, right? So you have to provide a good or a service, and you have to have an intent to make a profit. So you intend to make a profit, right? And you do it on a consistent basis. So let's say TJ had Do-Rag Fridays, and he just sold do-rags on Fridays. Well, that's consistent. And he has an intent to make a profit, right? And it's like registered, and he has a good or a service. He has a do-rag business. Put him in a whole different tax bracket. You don't have to have millions to do this, but you got to understand this formula. You got to understand this 243. So, real talk, because I know some people got on here later, and we were in the middle. But questions about this, because I want this to stick in y'all head, because this is not in no textbook until me or my buddies put it in one. But this is the game, and y'all got it free of charge. Questions? The last solution. Great question. Great point. The last solution. Anybody got the last solution? TJ, you batting 1,000 right now if you play baseball. Anybody got the last solution? There you go. Investment income. Investment income, right? So that 15% or less, that's over here. So we got positive cash flow, business income, investment income, right? Because now that your money is making money, I just showed y'all how it's taxed totally less. So Warren Buffett, let's use Jay-Z. Let's make it practical. He's a billionaire, right? Jay-Z is paying, say, 15% on $1 billion, and it may be even lower, 15% or lower, as opposed to, let's say, somebody that makes $1 billion working, or let's say somebody make $100,000. Jay-Z, even though he makes $1 billion, he still has to pay his taxes, but he may pay less than that person that's getting paid $100,000 because they may be because it's a whole different tax bracket. That's why when you see people like stars and stuff, and they have a foundation and those type of things, they're advised, again, by their financial advisor. Once you understand this game, now you can go hire you a financial advisor, and they can't say, oh, you know what, DeMarco, give me your $100 and I'm gonna go like bury it in the sand. DeMarco like, no, dude, like I understand a little bit. Like I need my money to be either we need to get this business rolling, or I need to be investing in something else besides my business, right? And so because your business is an investment, but once you get into like the actual investing to where like it's steady growing, right? Because your business can lose money too. And even though you put money into it, now that's not necessarily an investment. That's a bad investment, right? If the business is doing bad, but there are other means of investments right now, right? The thing that's hot out is backup is like cards, right? And so, I used to collect like basketball cards, not really baseball cards, but they're, now it's virtual. Now they got like virtual cards. and these things going for a lot of money, right? Like you buy, like I bought a pack for like, I think I bought a pack for $12. And, you know, I got some nice people in it, you know, and I put mine up for resale. Y'all don't know if it's sell or not, cause y'all won't see me no more, right? Cause I put my I got a Steph Curry that I put up for I think 200,000, and then I got a Kevin Durant that I put up for $250,000. So if either one of them sell, y'all will know, because y'all won't see me no more. All right, but yeah, like it's all different type of investments and ways that you can invest. But now, here's the biggest thing, and I want y'all to write this down if y'all haven't wrote this down. The biggest investment that you can make in life. The biggest investment that you can make in life. I mean, the biggest, above anything else. The biggest investment that, do anybody know what's the biggest investment that you can make in life? Somebody tell me. QB, I see you. Kiana, I see you. Somebody tell me, what's the biggest investment? What's the greatest investment that you can make in your life? Hey, just take a guess, y'all.
Make a game console.
What'd you say?
Make a console. A game console.
A game console. Okay. Okay, we got game console. What's the biggest investment that you can make in your life? What's the biggest investment you can make in your life? That's the question, TJ. What's the biggest investment that you can make in your life? QB, are you here? Kiana, you here?
What's things called, like stock bonds?
Okay, bonds, stocks. Okay, wealth management. Okay. QB, are you with me? Crosby, you with me? Crosby, you always got a good answer. Give me something, Crosby. What's the greatest investment that you can make in life? We got stocks, we got bonds, we got wealth management, we got game console. What's the greatest investment that you can make in life? QB, okay, there you go. Talk to me. What's the greatest investment? Crosby, are you with me? Shahai, you with me? Traded funds. Okay. Okay. Traded funds. Greatest investment. Talk to me. Education. Education. What you mean by that, TJ? The baby must be crying because you typing, which is fine. Or sleep. Maybe the baby sleep. But education, what you mean by that? Crosby, I'm gonna take it that you're not here. Shahad, you got anything for me? What's the best investment you can make in life?
In yourself.
What you mean by that?
Like invest in yourself. Like basically like start yourself up.
Start yourself what?
Like start yourself up like a business or something like that. You're your own greatest investment.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the answer. Your biggest investment in life, your greatest investment in life is in you. If you don't invest in you, who is? Right? And so let's make it more practical. Bet on yourself. Right? But honestly, and I think that some people get, and I'm gonna probably do a class about this, but when people say I bet on myself, right? People like, man, I got it from the mud. Well, those people that got it from the mud kind of bet on themselves. But those people that bet on themselves probably ain't betting on themselves. And again, I ain't condoning gambling or nothing like that, right? But if any of y'all may ever have, if anybody may ever have, let's say, shot basketballs for dollars, maybe, right? Let's say you shot dice for dollars. Let's say you bowled for dollars. Whatever it is, pick cards for dollars. If you aren't confident in your ability, you're probably not going to be as successful as you can be. And so I think that it's what TJ was alluding to. Is that what you were saying, TJ, education? Right? Because the way that you invest into yourself is you have to continually educate yourself. Right? Shahad said, you your greatest investment. And that all these other things are great. And y'all well ahead of the curve. Well ahead of the curve. With just understanding different things that you can put your money into that can grow. Even, right, like game consoles, right? Like some of that stuff you can resell. And right, so it's how you look at investments. Y'all don't like, I record a lot of what we do, right? Because I'm a business, right? Like Jay-Z said a long time ago, like, I'm not a businessman, I'm a businessman. So I understand that the information that I give y'all, it can be valuable someplace, somewhere else, right? So as a business, Ashton, right, eyeballs, I'd be a fool to not capture these moments, because I say things here that nobody will ever hear again, because oftentimes I like talk off the cuff and based on questions, based on situations, right? Like this here diagram, right? Just off the cuff. May never happen again, but I captured the moment so it can help somebody else, right? So all of that y'all said is absolutely great. But if I haven't invested into myself, if I hadn't invested into myself, there would be no way, right? And I'm saying, right, I'm snapping my fingers because I was supposed to be on this coaching call an hour ago, right? So, yeah, like if your coach or if your teacher, right? So I tell all my like clients, if your coach ain't being coached, find another coach, right? Your teacher should have a teacher, right? And so all the same way, y'all are learning, and then y'all should pass it down to other people. But your greatest investment is in you. So you got to invest in you. Above everything, you got to invest. So you got to invest the time. Sometimes you got to invest the money, right? Sometimes it may be blood, sweat, tears. You may hate doing it. You got to invest in you so that you know how to do what it is that you do well. So then that thing can help you make money. Then your investment pays off. Look at any celebrity and look back years ago where they were. Right? If y'all watch any old movie, you might see some people in it be like, dang, look at him. They invested into themselves. And at some point they blew up. So y'all coming to class, let's make it practical. Y'all coming to class, y'all investing into yourself. At some point, you're gonna blow up. It's gonna pay off. Why? Because you're gonna graduate. Right? And then after you graduate, now you still got to pour into and invest into yourself. Like, what's the next step? What's the next step? What's the next step? That's why that education, as TJ said, right, and as Shahad said, into you, education into you. So it's a difference in school and education. Remember I told y'all, let's stop playing school and let's start getting educated. Some of y'all playing school, or some students play school. Some people really come to get educated. And I can tell based on what we talk about, who's really getting that education, that particular session or that particular class, right? I think TJ was all over this, right? And like this is the way out for everybody, right? But I think TJ probably saw this the other day and it probably hit like, yeah, this gon' kind of help, right? Like we may be talking about something, DeMarco be all over it. Shahad be all over it. Kiana be all over it, right? Ashton be all over it. Everybody got their day. JD be all over it, right? Something interesting. Crosby, so QB, right? So everybody have their day. So I know that different things like are important to different people, but I'm telling y'all, soak this up right here. Soak this up. And so your assignment for tomorrow is going to be to explain the 2-4-3. That's going to be your assignment, to explain this. That's going to be y'all assignment, right? And again, I needed to give it to y'all the way I gave it to y'all. Say in that video form, we kind of went slow and then we picked up the pace because as I start bringing these people in, I want to make sure that y'all got enough where when they start talking, y'all will be like, okay, yeah. So now, as the quarter is closing, and it's credit time, right? So y'all keep getting the work in. Oh, and that what Mr. Beatty has taught me, that's a video, y'all. Some of y'all are just writing it, and I'm giving you your points, but it's a little bit more than 50%. Because the directions clearly say video. And then some people I got some people in some of my other class doing a video and the camera is off. Like, what the hell is that? Like, that ain't video, that's audio. I never said audio, that's not an option. Audio is not an option. It was written, it was video, or it was artistic. It wasn't audio. I had some people like turn the camera off, audio. And it's supposed to be between 2 and 5 minutes. Some of y'all give me like 30 seconds, 45 seconds. And yeah, you might be able to like explain it in that amount of time, but I want you to teach it, right? Don't explain it, teach it. It's a difference. And explaining and teaching. All right? So just to give y'all some pointers, so if y'all need to go back, if any of y'all need to go back and correct any of that and resubmit it, or if y'all got outstanding work that still needs to be in. Because again, come Friday, it's going to be like, whoop, because next week, it's going to be a wrap. And I got to get them grades in to Miss, what's the counselor name, y'all? Somebody help me out. I got a brain fart. Miss Rich, right? So I got to get the information of who's passing to Miss Rich like by Wednesday. So, and I ain't gonna be last minute, right? And inconvenience, right, or lack of planning on your part, right? One of my mentors taught me this: a lack of planning on your part don't constitute an emergency on mine. All right. Somebody was turning in work and they was like, Miss Bailey, did you get my work? I'm like, dude, you turned in like 8 assignments, and now you want me to grade them all at one time? Come on, man. Lack of planning on your side don't constitute an emergency on mine. So, JD, I know you came in late. So we just recapped, right? 2 objectives, the 4 challenges, and the 3 solutions. So if you want to take a snapshot of this or whatever, I don't know how I can say, oh, shucks. I can save this. Oh, there we go. Okay. How do I show it? Slide to. right. Anyway, man. So, do y'all have any questions? Do anybody have any questions? Try to pull it back up for you, JD. There you go. So it's big. So if you want to if anybody wants to take a picture, take a screenshot. All right.
I took a picture of it. Thank you, man.
Yep. All right. So I'm gonna drop that, y'all, and I'm gonna drop the assignment and Schoology, right? So explain 2, 4, 3 method. Yep. That's it. All right. So I will see y'all tomorrow. Same back time. Well, no, normal time. Normal time. So like by 9 o'clock again. Grace period, whatever. 9-ish, 9 o'clock. Not necessarily 8:51, but by 9. Like be here. Tomorrow's Thursday, right? Yeah, tomorrow's Thursday. So let's close the week strong, y'all. Let's close the week strong. All right. I'll talk to y'all a little bit later. Deuces. Peace.